In this video, I have top 5 power armor for you guys from worst to best. This top 5 power armor I've listed, like, it's not the ones that I like, it's the ones that most useful and powerful in the game. And I'm not comparing the stat of the power armor, only how we are listing like these power armors. It's like in practical, like in the game, how good they are. I've tested all of them for a long time, so practical wise, that's how we are comparing these power armors. And in number 5 we have T65. So the reason I said I'm not like looking into stat only, I've seen like other people does that. Lots of people think T65 is like the best power armor just because it has a high resistance, but it's really not. Yes, the resistance looks nice, but the thing is that is the only thing this power armor have. And even pure resistance, there is another power armor that have higher resistance than this power armor, which I'm gonna show you guys in a second. The other power armor, first, it has higher resistance, and second, it got like really cool ability as well. So that's why this power armor number 5. And the other 4 power armor that I show you guys is like a must have, but this one you really don't need. It's not that like insane and that great, but it is not bad. If you, for example, don't have the other power armors that I'm gonna show you, using this power armor is really good because it has like good amount of stat. And then in number 4 we have the Hellcat. So the Hellcat is really cool. First, you got good amount of resistance, and then second, you have a really cool ability with this one that you get 2% damage reduction for each piece of the Hellcat, including the helmet. And as you can see on the power armor, it's kind of misleading for some people. It says like 2% from ballistic weapons, and you may think ballistic weapon in like most game means those weapons that shoot normal ballistic bullet. So you may think like weapon, for example, like 50 cal stuff like that is ballistic, but that is actually not the case. What this ability does, it will reduce 12% of all incoming damage that is not cryo, fire, poison, energy, and radiation. Any damage that is not those damage, this reduction will affect it. For example, like bashing damage, melee damage, ballistic weapon damage, all of those damage will get affected by this ballistic weapon reduction over here. So that's why this power armor is at second place. It's really good. Definitely I will recommend you guys to have it. And then in number 3 we have the Strangleheart power armor. So this power armor was always like very cool, and you got a ability with this power armor. The first thing, enemy that is near you will receive 20 poison damage per second, which is not a big thing. It's like a really low amount. And then after that, you will add poison damage to your weapon. And for example, if you have something like cold shoulder that have multi-projectile or laser rifle, each one of those projectile will get this poison damage, which is really good, and they will stack up. So because of this power armor was always like a okay power armor, not like the best, but it wasn't bad. But now it's actually one of the really good power armor. Reason for that, because of this perk card right over here, the Deal Sealer. So what this perk card does, if you have any type of impairment, I don't know if I'm saying that name correctly, with that perk card you will get an additional 10% damage to your weapon if you already don't have poison damage. If you're using a weapon with like poison damage, then it's not like necessary to use Strangleheart. For example, let's say if you're using a poison auto axe, then the Strangleheart is not necessary. But in that case, I will recommend you change, for example, let's say auto axe, change the auto axe to energy. Energy is better, and then you will receive the poison from Strangleheart. Like that, you can get that 10% extra damage from Deal Sealer. And that's why this power armor is at third place right now. Really good. Even before it was good, but now it's even better. And now the newest power armor in Fallout 76, the Vulcan power armor. So remember earlier when we were talking about the T65, this power armor over here, I put it in 5th place because the Vulcan power armor, first, it has like a higher resistance than T65 power armor. The base resistance of Vulcan power armor is actually better and higher than T65. And then on top of that, you got 2 cool set bonus with this power armor. First one, you get 25% AP regeneration rate, and then after that you get 25% fusion core duration, which makes this power armor really cool. And then on top of that, you got really cool modifications for this power armor over here. For example, like Gamble Bracelet for the arms. Gamble Bracelet is really cool if you have a aiming build, definitely use that modifications, and that makes this power armor way better than T65. Higher resistant, cool modifications, and then it had set bonus as well, which T65 have none of them. And then that's why the Vulcan power armor is number 2 on this list. And then at number 1 we have the Union power armor. So between the Union power armor and the Vulcan power armor, like, you have to put one in number 1 and then one in number 2, but really both of them really great. Both of them is S tier. If I have to like rank them, put this power armor on tier list, the only 2 power armor in my opinion that will be in S tier is Union power armor and Vulcan power armor. That's it. Those 2 power armor, like, you can count both of them as number 1 in this list really. But the reason I put Union power armor in number 1 because of 2 reasons. First of all, you get 75% carry weight, which is really good, especially if you are somebody like me that I have thousands of food. I cannot put it anywhere. I cannot put it in my stash box, so I need to have high carry weight, and the Union will help me with that, which is really cool. Then on top of that, we have 150 poison resistant. As you can see, that poison resistant is really good. Like, mid to end game player will suffer from like poison damage a lot, for example in the raid, in daily up, and other activity that you have poison at. So you can either have to use a legendary perk card to get some poison resistant, or you can have simply a Union power armor, which is a greater option, and that's why this power armor is really good and is absolute number 1. But like I said, you can count the Union power armor and the Vulcan power armor as number 1. Both of them is really cool. So that was it for this tier list, and I want to give an honorable mention to a cool power armor, and that is the Excavator. For end game player, that power armor is like really not that crazy, but for new player it's really cool because you get 100 carry weight boost with that power armor, and then after that you will get a 3+ mining yield from any ore that you mine. For example, let's say if you mine a lead ore, you will get 1. If you have Excavator power armor, you will get 4, which is really cool. So that's why I think it's fair to give an honorable mention to Excavator as well. But that is everything for this list, guys. Let me know what you think, which one of these power armor is the best and you like the most, and let me know what is your tier list. But like I said, this power armor on this list is not the power armor that I like. It's not like I'm showing you top 5 power armor that I think is the best. No, this is the power armor that is the best in practical, in like using. So this is the top 5 power armor. You cannot change this or anything. But let me know which one of the power armor that you like the most. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and the subscribe button. That will help me out a lot. I'm trying to get 10,000 subscribers, and let's see if we can do that before 2026. And if you want to join our Discord for all Fallout 76 related stuff on every platform, the link will be down in the description. And if you want to follow my Twitch, I will be streaming a lot there. The link will be on the description as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.